With me, I have Steve Jurkovic, Kiwibank Chief Executive. Steve, thanks for being here. So, Steve, there's been a lot of talk about the large number of Kiwis approaching their bank to either get mortgage payment deferrals or go to interest only. How are you coping with that at Kiwibank? And is it concerning, I guess, that you're seeing such large numbers?
Well, the numbers are really large, as you point out, and I think all the banks are sort of making mention of, that these are numbers that we haven't seen before, but these are times we haven't experienced before. So there's sort of a match there. We've had over 2,000 people ring us for their personal circumstances around their home loan. Interestingly, about 80% of them want to get some sort of a deferral. About the other 20% want to go to interest only. So I think, that sort of amplifies what's going on. For some customers, it's about, actually, I need a break and I need some breathing space. For other customers, I'd just like to take a little bit of the tension out. We've had about 600 business customers ring us and inquire about things. Mm-hmm. Of those, 250 have spoken to us about the business finance guarantee scheme. So that gives you a bit of a feel as well, which is, about half the customers need to do something, but, double that number want to talk to you. 80% of them take, 8 in 10 take a mortgage deferral, and 20% take interest only. So it gives you a bit of a feel for what people are doing. We've had 600 businesses come to us to talk about what's going on there. But I just, at that time, only, percentage-wise, 237 in the last few days have come under the personal, are looking for a business financial guarantee loan, and 89 the day before. So, we're a smaller business bank than some of the others, but it gives you a feel that, customers know it's out there.
You're going to have to make some pretty tough calls or difficult calls about, which businesses are viable and which businesses, I guess some won't be. But how are you looking at that? I guess you have to keep a pretty open mind.
Yeah, we do. And I think that what's viable in today's environment is quite different to the way that we've looked at it in the past. So, some businesses will be up and running straight away. And so, if you need your haircut like me, then you'll be up and running straight away. If you're a contractor or a builder, perhaps you'll turn up in your ute and you'll be straight into it. So some businesses will stand up and get going really fast. Others will have a longer burn in terms of accommodation. They might not be expecting any business for months. So it is quite a different situation. The big question for us is, in banking, it's always been about, what businesses are viable. And these are different times, but also, you're banking the character and the credibility and the experience of the operator. We're really just going to have to make sure that we stay focused on those sort of factors as well. But at the end of the day, no one benefits when we lend money to people who can't pay it back. So, we do have to, our job is to get the capital flowing. That's always the job of the bank. But it's also about making sure that we're responsible when people are borrowing and who we're lending to. So it's going to be a juggling act, but we are going to have to err on the side of being more open-minded. So yeah, look, it's going to unfold, but this is where bankers earn their stripes.
Yeah, and how about Kiwibank itself? We'd talked before, and you guys have been talking about opportunities for expansion and growth. Is that something you can still stay focused on? I guess there is some defensive stuff that has to go on, but some people are talking about opportunities because they've got a different looking economy.
Yeah, the nature of what we're trying to do is trying to be a really strong New Zealand-owned alternative to the rest of the market, and so I think that's absolutely as true as it ever has been. You want to take a multi-generational approach. So, one of the founding visions of the place was, that we'd be around for generations to come. So the clarity I've had from our board and from our shareholders is, let's play our part to support people, but let's also look to do whatever we can to come out of this strongly. And so I think all the banks will be thinking about that as well, saying, actually, strong customers will get stronger. Some different businesses will emerge. Remote working and telco style stuff, where people can work from home or less face-to-face, those businesses are going to be in a great spot. So, for us, it's really just about trying to make sure that we stay true to what we're about, which is, trying to help people be better off. And that includes small business, and that's always been a really cool focus for us.
When you look at the sort of the near-term outlook, what are the big challenges, the areas that you'll be looking at to stay on top of as we go through what are obviously going to be some pretty tough times in the next few months?
Yeah, I think for us, it's just making sure that as a bank that we take a medium-term view at the very least. What we're having to do is try and navigate something that we've never done before, which is make assessments about how viable businesses and customers are in really unusual circumstances. And so for us, some of the fundamental stuff about, banking the character of the person, the market that they operate in, their past performance, we are just going to have to keep an open mind and work with people to try and support them. So I think that's the number one thing. And just, it's going to be tricky to come out of level 4 and out of level 3. And so for us, it's just about making sure that we, do all we can to help people get up on their feet, because once that money starts to flow, we'll start to go into coffee shops and start to go into restaurants, and, people will do different stuff. So that's the key for us.
That's great. Thanks, Steve. We'll leave it there, but thanks for talking to us.
No worries. Take care. Bye-bye.